This video will cover the community section of the website. Here you can find a calendar of events, a library of reference documents, and various online interactive discussion forums. Let's explore each tool in this section in more detail. To get to the community section, you must click the Community tab. As soon as you get to this page, you will see the calendar of events. The calendar of events is a place where you can view all the events that are occurring in your community, such as trainings, workshops, fundraisers, and other such events. We encourage all DVIRC member agencies to add their events to this shared calendar. When you arrive at the calendar, the default setting is to view the current month. But as you can see, we can change the view to see the calendar by week or by day. You can also move back and forth in time on the calendar via the arrow buttons on the left side of the screen. If there is an event that you would like to learn more information about, click on the event itself to pull up the information. For example, let's click on Bingo Night, an event that occurred on July 14th. Now I can see the details of the event. The event name and location are easy to spot. Start and end dates and times are at the bottom. You can also find descriptions of the event here as well. At the top right, you can include a website link for the event if it exists. When we click on the link here, it takes us to an external window that opens up a Bingo Night Facebook page. You also have the option of attaching a flyer to the event. By clicking on the link to event details, you can open up the flyer for the event in a new tab. The flyer is hosted in the DVIRC's library of reference documents. We will discuss how to upload a flyer and attach the link to a calendar event later on. Let's go back. Now let's look at how to add an event to the calendar. We'll go back to Calendar, Adding an Event. To add an event, you can click the Create New Event button near the top of the calendar main page. I'll create an example event and fill in the fields. In the event name field, I'll put in Test Event. In the location field, I'll put in Women Inc.'s address. I'll select the start date and the end date as being July 31st. I'll select the start time as 6 p.m. and the end time as 9:30 p.m. In the link to event details, I can paste the URL for the event flyer. I'm going to leave that blank for now, finish creating this event, and then make the flyer page and paste its URL here later on. In the website field, I would be able to paste the URL for a website with event details, if it did exist. I can fill the description field with all the details I want to give about the event, including when and where it is, how to RSVP, and what will be going on. All the fields lined in red are mandatory fields, meaning you must enter information into the field before you're allowed to save this event. As you can see, I've entered in information in all the mandatory fields. I can now click Save. Never mind. Wait. After you have saved your event, you can edit or delete your event anytime by either clicking the Edit button or the Delete button. Another option is to clone the event. If you have a reoccurring event, such as support group meetings, you can clone the event. a duplicate copy of the event will be created in which you can go in and edit details such as time and date. Now let's go back to our test event and learn how to add a flyer to the event. Adding a flyer. If you want to add a flyer for an event, you would first make sure that the document is saved on your computer. We will create a sample flyer and save it to this computer. Then you must click on the Upload Content button on the Community section of the website. Click on the Contribute button. The site will then ask you to choose a file to upload. Click Browse. Find the flyer. After you have selected the file, you will see a pop-up window titled Save or Publish Content. You can keep the same title for this flyer that corresponds to the flyer's file name, or you can change it. You can also add a description of the flyer if you want to. Then you have to decide which library your flyer should be placed in. When you click on Sharing, a list of libraries will open up. You can add your flyer to the Community Events library. If you would like, you can then also add tags that will help people find the flyer when they are searching for your document. You must separate tags by commas, or you can hit the Enter key between each tag. For example, you can type in events, flyer, and fundraising. When you are done, you can click the Publish button. You'll see that another window pops up with options for you to view content, contribute another, or be done publishing. I still need to link the flyer page to my event page on the DVIRC, so I will click on View Content. This takes me to the flyer page on the DVIRC. Next, I will highlight the URL at the top and copy it. I will then go back to my event. I'll click on the test event, then click on the Edit button, and then in the Link to Event Details field, I will paste the URL. After pasting it, you can click Save. To make sure that your event flyer is connected to this event, click on the URL. So you'll see here that my flyer has been uploaded. I uploaded a blank page, which is why there's no text here. You can find the tags, who uploaded it, and the version. Let's go back to the community page. That is how you use the Calendar of Events section. Next up, we'll talk about the reference documents. Reference documents. Now we'll take a look at the reference documents. Reference documents are organized into libraries. All DVIRC members are encouraged to add documents such as brochures, newsletters, manuals, statistics, etc. to the library to facilitate the ease of sharing knowledge with one another. For example, NARCA uploaded their agency brochure and a manual on cross-cultural sensitivities for health professionals working with domestic violence survivors. Let's click on See Reference Documents on the Community main page now. On the main page of the reference documents, I can see all the documents that have been added. They are sorted by the time they were last modified, with the most recent one up on top. If I want to sort them differently, I have a few options. I can click on the title. This sorts them alphabetically. I can click on the size to sort them by file size. I can also click them by author to sort them alphabetically by author or person who uploaded the document. I can click on Last Modified again to sort them by the time last modified. I can also click on Downloads to sort them by how many times each document has been downloaded. If you're looking for specific types of documents, to narrow the list down, you can search for keywords by entering them into the keyword search box and then clicking on Go. Or you can use the filters on the left side of the screen. These filters give me a way to select one or more categories that apply to the documents I want to find. The documents in my filter results have to fit into all the categories I selected. So the more categories I select, the more specific my results will be. To start over with my search at any time, I can click Clear Filters. Let's talk about two filters in particular. The Tags filter. The Tags filter displays various tags that people have added to documents that they upload to the library. These tags are keywords that have to do with the contents of the document. If I only want to see documents that have a domestic violence tag, I can check that box. To see more tags, I can click More. The other filter I want to mention is My Libraries. When a user uploads a document to the DVIRC, they have to pick one library to place it under. There are several libraries. A few are displayed here, and you can click More to see the others. If I wanted to see all the documents in the DVIRC information library, for instance, I would check the box next to DVIRC information. The DVIRC information library is important to know about. In this library, help documents can be found on how to navigate this website. For example, you can find the user guide, you can find a quick start guide, you can find a document containing frequently asked questions on how to navigate the website, or you can find instructions on how to add or edit existing resources. Now let's talk about how to add documents to the reference document library. Adding documents to the reference documents library. To add reference documents, we first have to go back to the main community page. Then click the Upload Content button. Now click the Contribute button. And then choose a file. We'll upload a sample PDF from the desktop. Once it is uploaded, I can rename my document, and I can add a description and tags and put it into any one of my libraries. If your document's contents do not fit into any of the libraries, let the DVIRC coordinator know about this. Additional libraries can be created to fit your need. Simply let her know what you would like the name of the library to be. We will upload this sample reference document into the Domestic Violence Information and Services library. Once I verify that information is correct, I'll click Publish. Then I can view the content. As you can see, my PDF has uploaded into this window. If I want to make any changes, I can click on Edit to change the tags or the library that it's in. I can also download this document, and I can upload new versions as well. Now let's go back to the community page and discuss the last two features: Get Ideas and Get Answers. Let's click on Get Ideas. The Get Ideas page is an online forum in which members of the DVIRC community can come together to share ideas and collaborate with one another in a new manner. For example, if someone has an idea about a possible training their agency wants to host, they can post the idea here and see if other agencies want to weigh in on the idea. For example, we see here that somebody posted a training about media advocacy. They wrote up a description about what it is to see if other people would be interested. Other members have the option of promoting the idea, and it looks like 30 points were awarded to the idea, or they can comment on it by clicking on comments down here. Another idea was asking what additional features users would like to see on the DVIRC. The idea was promoted and it looks like there were 3 comments. We will click on the comments just to see how it looks. So you'll see the comments show up in this section here. I'm going to go back to the community page now and go back to Get Ideas. If I want to click or post a new idea, I would just click the Post Idea button here, give my idea a title, and write the description here, and then post. The Get Answers page is a place for people to ask and answer questions relevant to the domestic violence community. Recent questions are on the front page. You'll see they're all organized here. To see more, click on the internal community link. All the questions that have been asked so far will appear down here. If you would like to ask a question, you can click on, or you can write your question in this spot here, and then click on Ask. If questions have been asked that are similar to your question, they will appear in the results. For vicarious trauma, we have 1 answer. The Get Answers page is searchable, meaning that the more information that is put onto this page, the more beneficial this tool will be in the future. That's our overview of the community section of the DVIRC. Thank you for watching.